Welcome back. You're watching South Africa Tonight here on eNCA. Now, the ANC's Women League elective conference is continuing at Nasrec in Johannesburg today. The structure's former president, Bathabile Dlamini, is seeking re-election, and she's up against Thembeka Mqunu and Sisisi Tolashe. More than 3,000 delegates are in attendance, and President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to close the conference. Our reporter Moloko Moloto is covering the story for us, and he joins us now for the latest updates. Thanks for your time, Moloko. I do believe that you have a guest, but I think many are watching the ANC Women's League and going, what is the relevance of this? I think it was also a question that was asked around the ANC Youth League, but it seems as though the ANC is really trying to revive these two structures.
Yes, not only the ANC Women's League, all the structures of the ANC talk of provinces. For the longest time, some of them were led by the task teams, and if I am not wrong, all of them have gone to the provincial elections, and the latest was the Western Cape that recently elected the leadership. And we saw another structure, the ANC Youth League, 2 weeks back, elected the leadership after a long time, if I'm not wrong, 8 years without elected leadership. This time around, this week is the ANC women who have a chance to elect their new leaders following the dissolution of the NEC that was led by Bathabile Dlamini as president and Moloko Moloto as secretary general about 4, if not 5 years ago. And the next in line will be the veterans. And of course, as the Congress, by its very own nature, is all about preferences, the election of those that delegates would have the mandate to elect. And we understand that the race is going to be between Sisisi Tolashe, who is currently the deputy minister in the presidency. She is the former executive mayor of eNCA, but also in the race would be Thembeka Mqunu. She is the former deputy chairperson of the ANC in the region of Musa Dladla, one that involves Nkandla, the home of the former ANC President Jacob Zuma in KwaZulu-Natal, but she is also the former executive mayor of Utungulu district, now King Cetshwayo district municipality. The other name is that of Bathabile Dlamini, who was president of the Women's League when that structure was disbanded. However, several people that we spoke to indicate that she did not manage to get enough nominations from the branches. Chances are, even though it's not official yet, chances are that she may not be able to contest for the top position. But let's speak to Lydia Mopuwani. She is the ANC Member of Parliament, currently the convener of the ANC Women's League provincial task team in the province of Mpumalanga. She, I am told, is contesting on the slate of Mem Mqunu. Thank you so much, Mem, for making time. The delays, how far have you gone up to now? Because we understand that by now, at least, you should have done much as delegate.
Thank you very much, and greetings to yourself and all viewers. I must indicate that in terms of speaking about the delays, I think the communications will speak about that. It's not my line to speak about how conferences is going, but I'm happy about how we have done, more special if we see many delegates in various provinces seated inside plenary. It shows that indeed this conference is going on in a very correct manner.
Yeah, I'm told that you are contesting for the position of Secretary General on the slate of Thembeka Mqunu, who is contesting for the position of President. Can you confirm these allegations that Bathabile Dlamini apparently did not meet the threshold, and as a result she has thrown her weight behind your slate? She's supporting you?
On that one, I don't know. What I know is that I've been nominated by branches of the ANC Women's League throughout the country, and the election agency has already sent me acceptance letter to can accept or decline my nomination from branches, which I have gladly and humble accepted nominations because I could not disappoint all the branches that have nominated me, including...
Fair enough, but I know that you as delegates, oftentimes you do discuss as to consolidate the support ahead of the elections. Are you saying at this point in time your slate has not spoken or discussed a way forward with Bathabile Dlamini?
We have spoken with various women from various slates with an intention to make sure that we unite women,
including Bathabile Dlamini,
everyone, so that we are able to have one slate if it's possible, but taking from the words of the Secretary General of the ANC, who said if we interact with one another and we could not find a unity or accepting to work along one slate, we can go and contest, which of course there's no transmatch, it's part of what democracy means.
My colleague Heidi Jokers, who is anchoring this show now, has asked about the relevance of the ANC Women's League, and I will throw that question to you. And on the basis that you have enough numbers in the ANC as women, yet we continue to see women being rejected for strategic positions. I'll speak here for the deputy president position, for the president position of the ANC. You as women, as many as you are in the ANC, you don't seem to be taking this seriously to say perhaps it's about time that you elevate a woman to those key strategic positions, particularly chairperson, president and deputy president. What is wrong with you, women in the ANC Women's League?
There's nothing wrong about us as women, in particular, and ANC Women's League. I must indicate that we have tried in the past to throw our weight on one of our own, Umankosazana. And I believe one day we will be able to manage to have a deputy president who is a woman and eventually to have a president. And I believe from where we sit now, the African National Congress understands and believes that women are capable to lead. We have shown our strength in terms of how we have led and also how we have helped the ANC as a reliable force in making sure that we run programs in terms of elections, in terms of going out, reaching out and mobilizing many women to join the African National Congress. So it's nothing wrong.
Why must more women join the ANC?
It's because we know that when we are many there, we'll be able also to marshal and help go down and assist many women who are disadvantaged, marginalized, who needs to be assisted, because we know the African National Congress, as leader of government, when we are there, we'll be able to also put our views and the perspective of gender to can assist the women so that they are developed in many areas, including economical emancipation.
The ANC Women's League hasn't had elected leadership for a long period. What is your slate that you are part of promising the women in the ANC Youth League should you be elected?
First, we're going to mobilize every woman. We're not going to work on factions. We're not going to leave other women outside. We'll make sure that even women who felt rejected, who felt that they have been marginalized, who felt that they have been taken out of positions, who felt that maybe other women, through patriarchal systems of men, have connived with men to deal with them, will reach them out and make sure that we even go to our communities as basis, ensuring that we reach many rural areas in particular, and people living in informal settlements, and ensuring that the ANC in the policies and including the outcomes of the 55th National Conference is implemented in full, so that every woman, every household lives a better life.
And let's talk about one of the challenges, gender-based violence. Women are on the receiving end. How are you going to be attending to that? We know government would have its own programs, but you as the women in the governing party, what would be the new approach there?
I appreciate the question you have asked, because that has been my stance and an area of focus as a leader in the ANC Women's League, what we have done recently is that we don't only go to courts and go and stand in courts, we even go further to go to the families and give support to the families and continue also to follow the case and make sure that our women are safe, more special as victims, because in most cases they withdraw the cases because they feel unsafe, they feel they are vulnerable. So we give support not only by picketing at courts, but going further to go deeper into the communities and mobilize more women, that when we are not there, the branch of the African National Congress Women's League, through Moloko Moloto programs, they go and assist the victims within the grounds and within the branches.
Thank you so much for your time, Lydia Mopuwani, who is contesting for the position of Secretary General of the ANC Women's League on the slate of Thembeka Mchunu, who, as I said, is Member of Parliament and the wife of the current Minister of Water and Sanitation, Mr. Senzo Mchunu. Of course, we understand that the nomination of the candidates is going to happen later tonight. Ordinarily, we are invited in the plenary when nominations take place as the media to witness that, and election is likely to take place tonight. By tomorrow, chances are that the top leaders of the ANC Women's League would be known.
Okay, thank you so much for that update. That is our reporter, Moloko Moloto, out at Nasrec at the ANC Women's League. We'll, of course, be checking in with him a little later on.